Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the design of ideal Hilbert transformer using the two different windowing technique. Okay, so already we solved nearly the 5 problem using the windowing technique. Okay, so this is the 6th problem. So you see the question: design an ideal Hilbert transformer having the frequency response HD of e power j omega equal to j for the frequency omega between minus pi to 0. And for the frequency omega between 0 to pi, the value is minus j. Okay, so using rectangular window as well as the Blackman window for capital N equal to 11. Okay, so it's an university question, 2007 question. And so we are going to design this ideal Hilbert transformer using two different windowing technique. One is rectangular window and Blackman window. Okay. So previously we solved the 5 problems. So in that problem, we used the Hamming window and Hanning window. So now we are going to use the rectangular window and Blackman window. Okay. So the first one. So already you know the steps for designing the FIR filter. Okay. So what is the first step? So from the HD of e power j omega, from the frequency response, we have to find the desired impulse response. Okay. So HD of small HD of n, we have to calculate. Then the next one, we have to take the corresponding windowing sequence for the capital N equal to 11. And the third step is we have to multiply this desired impulse response with the corresponding windowing sequence. We can get the filter coefficient h of n. Okay. So after calculating h of n, if you are taking the Z transform, we can get the transfer function. Okay. So that is said to be the design. So the first step you see, so what is the first step? We have to find the desired impulse response. So you know the formula for the desired impulse response, the HD of n equal to 1 by 2 pi integration over minus pi to pi HD of e power j omega into e power j omega n d omega. Okay. So in that we have to substitute this HD of e power j omega value. So here you see the specification, the HD of e power j omega is having the value j for the frequency omega between minus pi to 0. Okay, so the corresponding graph you see, here we drawn that one. So the frequency minus pi to 0, the HD of e power j omega is plus j. And the frequency 0 to pi, the HD of e power j omega is minus j. Okay, so that's why we have to split this integration limit as the minus pi to pi. We are going to split the thing as to two things. One is minus pi to 0 and the another limit is 0 to pi. Okay, so for minus pi to 0, what is the HD of e power j omega? It is j. Okay, so j into e power j omega n d omega. Then plus integration 0 to pi. What is the value? Minus j. So minus j into e power j omega n d omega. Okay. So then in that two integration, j is common. So you take it outside, j outside. So j divided by 2 pi. Then we have to integrate the remaining part. What is the remaining part? E power j omega n. If you are integrating e power j omega n with respect to the variable omega, we can get e power j omega n by jn. Okay, with the limit minus pi to 0. Similarly, the second one, e power j omega n divided by j into n with the limit 0 to pi. Okay, so here you take minus outside. We can get like this. Okay, then we have to substitute the upper limit and lower limit. If you are substituting the upper limit, e power 0, 1. Okay, minus of, if you are substituting the lower limit, minus pi, we can get e power minus j pi n. Okay, then minus of, substitute the upper limit, e power j pi n, then minus of minus plus, then if you are substituting the lower limit, e power 0, 1. Okay, divided by jn. And if you are adding this 1 plus 1, we can get 2. Then in this two thing, okay, the second term and third term, you take minus outside. So we can write it as a e power minus j pi n plus e power j pi n. Okay, then this j and this j gets cancelled. Then you take this n outside. So 1 by 2 pi n, 2 minus e power minus j pi n plus e power plus j pi n. Okay, then you give this 2, okay, the denominator 2 inside this value, we can get 2 by 2, it is 1. Okay, so 1 by pi n, you give this, that is a divider 2 with this thing. So we can get e power minus j theta plus e power j theta divided by 2. Okay, so what is this term? E power j theta plus e power minus j theta divided by 2, it is nothing but cos theta. Okay, so we can write it as cos theta. In the place of theta, which one is available? Pi n. So cos pi n. Okay, so finally we can get the hd of n is equal to 1 by pi n 1 minus cos pi n. Okay, so this is the hd of n value. Okay, so far the n is between minus infinity to infinity. Okay, but we want only the 11 sample. Okay, we are going to design the ideal Hilbert transformer for only 11 sample, capital N equal to 11. Okay, so that's why for the capital N equal to 11, we have to find this hd of n value. Okay, so the hd of n we have to find out for minus 5 to plus 5. Okay, so the small n, the time varies from minus 5 to plus 5. We have to find out the hd of n value. Okay, and the next one, so you know this ideal Hilbert transformer, the corresponding this coefficient, the hd of n coefficients are anti-symmetrical about n equal to 0. What is mean by anti-symmetrical? So before that we solved the 5 problems. So in that all sequences, okay, if it is a low pass filter, high pass, all that thing is a symmetrical filter coefficient. Okay, symmetrical means so about 0, okay, about n equal to 0, that two values are equal. That is the hd of n and hd of minus n is equal. Okay, but this Hilbert transformer, according to the frequency response of this Hilbert transformer, we can say that so this frequency response is an anti-symmetrical one. So that's why the corresponding filter coefficient is also anti-symmetrical. So anti-symmetrical means the hd of n value is equal to minus of hd of minus n value. If it is a symmetrical, hd of n equal to hd of minus n. That is hd of 1, hd of minus 1, both are equal. hd of 2, hd of minus 2 equal. But this Hilbert transformer is it satisfies the anti-symmetrical property. That means the hd of n is equal to minus hd of minus n about n equal to 0 value. Okay, so that's why we have to find out the hd of n value for minus 5 to 5. So in that the hd of 1 and hd of minus 1 is having the magnitude same, but we can get one negative sign extra. Okay, so we have to find out the values each thing. So first one, we have to substitute n equal to 0. Okay, the center value we have to calculate. So if you are substituting n equal to 0 in this hd of n, so you see here 1 minus cos 0 divided by 0. Okay, so anything divided by 0, it is indeterminate answer. So that's why the hd of 0 value is not calculated in that method. Okay, so we have to follow the different methods. So what is the method means? So in order to find out the hd of 0, so you just take this hd of n value as usual. Okay, so what is hd of n? This is the thing, 1 by 2 pi integration this and this. Okay, so you take that term, in that you substitute n equal to 0. So if you are substituting n equal to 0, this e power j omega n is 1. Similarly, in this term also e power j omega n value as a 1. So the term is reduced as, so you take j outside. So j divided by 2 pi integration minus pi to 0, 1 into d omega minus of integration 0 to pi 1 into d omega. Okay, then you just integrate and substitute the limit. So if you are substituting, we can get finally the answer is hd of 0 is 0. Okay, so if you are directly substituting n equal to 0 in this reduced formula, we can get some answer divided by 0. It is indeterminate. Okay, so that's why we are taking this hd of n. Okay, this hd of n formula, in that if you are substituting n equal to 0, we can get the hd of 0 value as 0. Okay, Then the remaining coefficient, as usual, you just substitute in this formula. Okay. So the next one, at n equal to 1. Okay. So already you know this Hilbert transform coefficients are anti-symmetrical. That is, the HD of one value is equal to minus HD of minus 1. Okay. So we have to calculate the HD of one value. So substitute n equal to 1 in this HD of n value. So 1 divided by pi into 1. Okay. So 1 by pi. 1 minus cos pi. Okay, so you see 1 by pi, 1 minus cos pi. What is the value of cos pi? It is a minus 1. So minus of minus plus. Okay, so 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 divided by pi. So the HD of 1 is 2 divided by pi. Then what is the HD of minus 1 value means? In same formula, if you are instead of n, if you are substituting minus 1 means we can get the HD of minus 1 value as minus 2 divided by pi. Okay, so that's why we can say that HD of 1 and minus HD of minus 1 values are equal. Okay, then similarly, we have to find out the HD of 2, HD of 3, 4 and 5. Okay, for the n value, small n between minus pi to pi, we have to calculate. So the HD of 2 is 1 divided by pi into n. N value is 2 into 1 minus cos n pi, so 2 pi. So what is cos 2 pi? The cos 2 pi value is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So 0 by anything, 0. Similarly, HD of 3 is 2 divided by 3 pi. HD of 4 is 0. HD of 5 is 2 divided by 5 pi. Okay, so we calculated this coefficients. Okay, so the 11 coefficient, HD of 0, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 4 and 5 minus 5 we calculated. Okay, so the first step over. And the second step, so we are going to solve this problem using two windowing technique. So the first one we are going to follow, we are going to use the rectangular window. Okay, so what is mean by rectangular window? So you know the shape of rectangular window. The rectangular window means whenever the time n is from minus of n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2, the rectangular window sequence is having the value 1. Okay, so 1, constantly 1. For the value, okay, n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to minus of n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2, the rectangular sequence is having the value 1. Okay, so the WR of n is equal to 1 for the modulus of n between n minus 1 by 2. That means n is between minus 5 to 5. The rectangular window is having constantly 1. Okay, so no need to find the value. So rectangular window means as usual, the sequence is having the value as a constantly 1. Okay, so second step over. And third step, we have to multiply this desired impulse response with the corresponding rectangular window. So if you are multiplying this HD of n with this rectangular window means we can get the same HD of n answer as a h of n. Okay, so the third step, the filter coefficient using the rectangular windowing sequence is calculated by the h of n is equal to HD of n multiplied with W of n. Here the W of n is 1. So the h of n is equal to HD of n. Okay, so you calculate the thing. So h of 0 is equal to HD of 0. So 0. H of 1 equal to, and you know, the h of 1 minus h of minus 1 is equal. Okay, so that's why. So h of 1 minus h of minus 1 is equal to the HD of 1 multiplied with the W of 1. So 2 by pi. H of 2 is 0. 3 is 2 by 3 pi. 4 is 0. H of 5 is 2 divided by 5 pi. Okay, so we calculated the filter coefficients. Okay, so after calculating the impulse response, we have to find the next thing is transfer function. Okay, so we have to take a Z transform of this impulse response h of n. We can get the transfer function. So the h of Z is nothing but summation n equal to minus pi to plus pi h of n is at power minus n. Okay, or otherwise if you are splitting h of 0 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinite 1 to 5 h of n is at power minus n plus h of minus n is at power plus n. Okay, so then you substitute the n value you just expand it. Okay, then we have to substitute the value of all coefficient. So in this, you see the h of 0 is 0, h of 2 and minus 2. Okay, h of 2 and minus 2 equal, h of 4 minus 4 equal. Minus 4 is 0. Okay, so h of 0, 0, then h of 2 and 4. Okay, so h of 2 value 0, h of 4 value 0. Similarly, h of minus 2 0, h of minus 4 0. So except this, the remaining h of 1 value, 3 value, 5 value, similarly minus 1, minus 3, minus 5 value, you just substitute. Okay, so we can get the h of z is equal to 2 by pi z inverse plus 2 by 3 pi z power minus 3 plus 2 by 5 pi z power minus 5 minus 2 by 5 z power 1 minus 2 by 3 pi z power 3 minus 2 divided by 5 pi z power 5. Okay, so this is the transfer function. Okay, so you see this transfer function h of z. This transfer function is having the term z power minus term as well as z power plus term. Okay, so if one system is having z power plus term, means that is not a physically realizable system. So already you know. So in order to convert the physically unrealizable system into physically realizable system, we have to multiply the transfer function h of z with z power minus of n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so already you know. So we solved the previous problem in Fourier series method, and in windowing method also we are using the same technique. If the transfer function is having full and full z power minus term, means that is a physically realizable term. But you see here the three terms are negative z power, the three terms are positive z power. So in order to convert this positive z power into negative z power, we have to multiply it with z power minus 5. Okay, so if you are multiplying each term with z power minus 5, we can get the h dash of z is equal to 2 by pi z power minus 6 plus 2 by 3 pi z power minus 8 plus 2 by 5 pi z power minus 10. Similarly, multiply all three terms, we can get this one. Okay, so this is the physically realizable filter transfer function. Okay, so from that you just that is arrange the thing in ascending order. The first one, the constant minus 2 by 5 pi, then z power minus 2 term, minus 4 term, 6 term, 8 term, 10 term, you just write. Okay, so from that the filter coefficients are, so what is this? This constant term, it indicates the h of 0. So h of 0 is minus 2 by 5 pi. Okay, then any z power minus 1 term is there? No. Okay, so h of 1 is 0. Then any z power minus 2 term is there? Yes. Okay, minus 2 by 3 pi, it is a h of 2. Similarly, h of 3, 0. H of 4, the coefficients of z power minus 4, minus 2 by pi. Then z power, h of 5 is 0, h of 6, h of 7, 0, h of 8, 2 by 3 pi, h of 9, 0, h of 10, 2 divided by 5 pi. Okay, so from this you see, if this h of 5 is center, this two value, h of 4 and h of 6 is an anti-symmetric. That is, the value is same, 2 by pi, 2 by pi, but here minus, here plus. Similarly, h of 3 and h of 7 equal. H of 2 and h of 8, okay, anti-symmetrical. 2 by 3 pi minus 2. Then h of 1 and h of 9, okay, anti-symmetrical. Then the finally h of 10 and the first one, the h of 0 is anti-symmetrical. Okay, so this is the filter coefficients. Okay, so we designed the ideal Hilbert transformer using rectangular window. Okay, similarly, we are going to design the same ideal transformer using Blackman window. Okay, so you see the first step is same. Okay, so no need to find out the HD of n again. Okay, the first step, the same thing. The desired impulse response, we calculated HD of n is 1 by pi n, 1 minus cos pi n, and we calculated the value also. Okay, so the first step same. There is a change in from second step onwards. Okay, so the next step is we have to take the Blackman window. So already you know the formula for Blackman windowing sequence. WB of n. Okay, Blackman windowing sequence is having the answer 0.42 plus 0.5 cos 2 pi n by capital N minus 1 plus 0.08 cos 4 pi n by n minus 1 for the modulus of n less than or equal to n minus 1 by 2. 0 otherwise. Okay. So here for capital N is 11. So for n is 11 means the small n varies from minus pi to plus pi. Okay. So the n is varies from minus pi to plus pi. This is the W B of n we have to calculate. Okay. And you know all windowing sequences are symmetric. Okay. All windowing sequences are symmetric about n equal to 0. Okay. So first one. Substitute n equal to 0 in above formula. So WB of 0. So if you are substituting n equal to 0, this cos 0, this cos 0, cos 0, 1. So 0.42 plus 0.5 plus 0.08. So the answer is 1. Okay. Then next one, put n equal to 1. So WB of 1. Okay, you know all windowing sequences are symmetric about n equal to 0. So WB of 1 and WB of minus 1 both are equal. Okay. So WB of 1 and minus 1, if you are substituting n equal to 1 here and substitute the answer, so 0.849. Similarly, WB of 2 value is 0.509. WB of 3 is 0.2. WB of 4 is 0.04. WB of 5 and minus 5 value is 0. Okay, so this is the Blackman windowing sequence. Okay, so after calculating the windowing sequence, we have to multiply this windowing sequence with our HD of n. Okay, so the H of n is obtained by multiplying the HD of n with the windowing sequence for the n between minus 5 to 5. Okay, so you just multiply the individual thing. So the H of 0 is HD of 0 into W of 0, so 0. Then H of 1 is HD of 1 multiplied with W of 1. So you just multiply 0.5405. Okay. Then H of 2, 0. H of 3, some value. H of 4 is this. And H of 5 value is this. Okay. So after calculating this coefficients, we have to find out the next one. In order to find out the transfer function, you just take the Z transform. Okay. So the H of Z is equal to H of 0 plus summation n equal to 1 to 5 H of n Z power minus n plus H of minus n Z power plus n. Okay. So simply you just expand it and you just substitute the value. So here you see only the H of 1 and H of 3. Okay. H of 1, H of minus 1. H of 3, H of minus 3 is having value. The remaining all values are 0. Okay. So that's why we can get the transfer function H of Z is equal to 0.5405 Z inverse plus 0.0423 Z power minus 3 minus 0.5404 Z power plus 1 minus 0.0423 Z power plus 3. Okay. So you see this transfer function, it is having negative Z power as well as the positive Z power also. So it is not a physically realizable. So in order to convert into realizable filter, so you know, we have to find the H dash of Z. What is H dash? Transfer function of physically realizable filter. It is obtained by multiplying the transfer function H of Z with Z power minus of n minus 1 by 2. Here capital N is 11. So Z power minus 5 we have to multiply. So if you are multiplying, we can get the H dash of Z is equal to 0.5405 Z power minus 6 plus this one. Okay, so from this we have to find the causal filter coefficient. Here you see we can get only the 4 coefficient Z power minus 2, Z power minus 4, 8 and 6. Okay, so the H of 0 is 0. H of 1 is also 0. H of 2, okay, this one. The coefficient of Z power minus 2 is H of 2, minus 0.0423. Then H of 3, 0. H of 4, okay, this one, minus 0.5405. H of 5, 0. H of 6, 0.5405, H of 7, 0, H of 8 is having value 9 and 10 is 0. Okay, so except this only we can get the 4 coefficient. And about this, this is the n equal to 5. Okay, about the center, this two values are equal but negative sign. You see, H of 4 and 6 is having the magnitude same but opposite. Okay, since the Hilbert transformer is the anti-symmetrical filter. Then 3 and 7, E anti-symmetrical, 2 and 8. Okay, you see the same value. Then 1 and 9, 0 and 10. Okay, anti-symmetrical. So this is the design of the Hilbert transformer using the second method, Blackman window. Okay, so similar to this, you can design this Hilbert transformer using any windowing technique. Okay, so in this problem, they mentioned rectangular window and as well as using the Blackman window, we designed the ideal Hilbert transformer for this frequency response. Okay, so this is an important question. Thanks for watching my channel and please subscribe my channel for more videos. If you want to learn all lecture videos related with this subject, discrete time signal processing or DSP, digital signal processing, in my channel in the name of discrete time signal processing, the separate playlist is there. I will give link for that playlist in the description box. You can see. Okay, so in that playlist, all videos are available in order from unit 1 to this. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video with one more problem.